Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose. Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight! too thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Come on, if you dare.
Come on, let's see what you're capable of.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Cossillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection. Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. How goes the conflict with the Bridger line?
Your territory is... We fight on these...
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, the bridge which leads...
I must be going. Farewell, Excellence.
May the light...
Good day, Excellency.
Sir,
How goes the and on... How is Tele... What's your point of view? Could you tell... I've heard say...
Ah, you must search... The Lord... But they're different.
I must be going. Your Excellency.
Lord de Sardet, I have been told that you... Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually...
Alas, yes. As you can well imagine, alchemists, this vulgar trickster, in any city of the Bridge Alliance...
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises.
I thank you, Excellency. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and...
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything to your... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science. You won't believe your eyes. This discovery will give you faith in existence. Come one, come all. Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malichor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all...
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with...
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, You don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. The Malachor and the epidemics, now that we have a city.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
People stopped going out of their homes. And then, thankfully, people were still distraught. I also lost quite a few, but that's nothing new to you.
With all these sailors coming in...
Right, they say the treasure about. But you...
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Locked. I don't have the key. Locked. I don't have the key.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I understand if you don't believe me after all that. But I have a number of documents. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace...
Why does Sahin bear you such...
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the... I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's... Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful...
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions.
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder. That is
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent... The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce...
So... would it...
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
Your Excellency.
Lord...
I tracked down your man near the coin...
Finally.
Let's just say I put an end. Matters turned out a little... He is hiding in a room in the coin guard.
Why didn't you have him...
Angry citizens. I decided it better...
Governor Burren, thank you for your help.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat. Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him.
I hope nothing's happened to him.
Perhaps.
We're short a crew member, but have no fear.
Is he an important...
We don't need him for sailing or navigation.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy. And it's been 2 days since... Might I ask you, if you hear anything, I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this? Thanks to your certain zones, it's a good port.
Could you tell me anything?
It is the natives. They were very friendly people. I've also heard that, but I wouldn't know what else to tell.
Could you tell me a little about your guild? Thanks to your magic, so I've heard.
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nort from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin, but to be honest, we were hoping to find him.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Does the boy know anyone in...
Other than fella? I don't think so.
When did you see your cabin boy?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must.
This Jonas, does he have any...
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you...
Be back soon, Captain.
So, you still haven't found your cousin? As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Have you seen anyone wandering about?
Take a look around, as long as they don't try and get upset.
A smuggler.
In the port jails, might I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving.
Happy to see. Just so happen, they're making quite some... We, of course, refuse. I'm sorry, Your Ex, but we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never...
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick...
You can see for yourself that I'm no Nord. Come now.
I'm already locked up. What more do I... Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not...
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting... I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any...
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your... Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in...
Thank you.
Anytime. Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Can't you make an exception?
No? Sorry, sir.
Very well. I'm go...
Orders haven't changed.
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't...
Very well, I'm going.
Damnation. We've been found. I told you that...
The man to which...
Have you come to deliver us to the... Please, please, have pity on us. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teaching? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why...
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you...
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us.
Tell me more about your research.
Our work
The disciple of Saint...
The very same...
With the discovery of Teofredi, we wanted to verify if...
And? What did...
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciple... But the text that we discovered was radically different from...
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the... He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced...
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt...
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written...
Who were you hoping would give you a...
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I...
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for...
That would be better than being burned.
Did you try speaking with the censors?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating we were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text. Oh.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are...
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and...
I beg of you, please...
It doesn't sit well with me to send you to the flames. I freed your smuggler, and he'll... Be careful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency. It pains me to inform...
Curse them!
After I heard the case,
What?
they convinced me and that they're only...
And their historical... The simple act... That is a...
Could you tell me anything about Tulane?
It would be...
I've heard say...
The Lord... But then...
I must be going. Farewell.
May the...
The merchant is there.
Good day, good sir.
You can start by...
In fact, I've already...
They're asking that we pay it.
He's just at the price.
This is inadmissible.
I'm sorry, sir.
Your master has apparently...
That's right. And so he must...
I'll be damned.
Sorry, Captain.
Following on.
Why don't we go and solicit other supplies?
When we've already paid. If these thieves do know...
This whole... You're demanding a second...
I'm not the one demanding...
This stubborn fool is pushing me to...
I don't
don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince During our conversation, you explained to me that your master... That's regrettable. You know as well...
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders, I order you to return the guard the merchandise. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish...
I beg your pardon, sir, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant of the... So I seriously doubt...
Whatever is he talking about?
Your guess is as good as mine.
This is preposterous. Your master... Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take...
Your idea of diplomacy.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
To my help! And death to the others! Stop! I beg...
He seems to have grown white.
Yes.
Very well.
Yes, good sir.
It's not possible just now.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hand out of trial? Does your best belong to...
It's blocked.
Sir de Sardet, I presume. Captain, you said...
Yes.
Excellent news.
Blast me, I'm a cap...
The commander was...
Very well.
The merchandise that... But the Port Authority for Mal... And we've already lost quite...
Are you blatantly asking...
I would never ask you to do such a...